quite a lot actually. So ClearTrip has some of the core values, and one of the values is to be cool, quirky and fun. And that is seen in everything that we try to do. If you see the tagline of ClearTrip also, it is making travel simple. And one of the beliefs is through gamification we can achieve this simplicity and apply this in the workplace as well. We use gamification and simulation for a lot of things. It can be starting from something like building a culture of innovation. How do we have some hackathons and games related to that? So people come, they try to find a solution for problems which are existing in the organization. So it is a good way of, it's like an icebreaker for them because they move out of their routine work, and for the organization it's beneficial because they are solving a real-time problem. So innovation is an area where it is being used. Another thing is about educating people on certain aspects which happen within the organization in terms of, say, policies, for example. We conduct quiz competitions continuously, so people keep answering these questions, and that's how they educate, they learn more about the organization. The bigger aspect is also not just the learning bit, but the engagement bit. There's a lot of fun element when it is a quiz competition rather than sending some policy documents to them. That's another area. The third area could be something when it comes to some serious subjects like code of conduct, the prevention of sexual harassment training and these kind of things. Obviously, we can't create a situation where there is a sexual harassment to go and train people on how to behave, how to report or anything. So these are, I think, the right situations for us to use gamification, try to educate them through a course, and then end of it, there is a quiz which they answer, and that's how they learn about POSH or code of conduct or something. Branding is another area where we extensively use actually. I'm sure all of you would have seen ClearTrip's brand on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and all those things. The brand ambassadors are our employees. They go and do postings continuously, and that's how the brand image of ClearTrip is also increasing. That is gamified. People who are the ambassadors are recognized and they are rewarded. These are few areas where we are using. Oh yeah, definitely. Gamification has its limitations. I keep giving this example, right? We play these video games of motor race, car race and all those things, but that's not exactly the same way we actually drive on the road. So playing a game is different and reality is different. As long as we understand this difference and not be judgmental about some human behaviors based on the way they play a game is extremely important. So we have to draw a line there. We can't say somebody is an expert in farmville, therefore he will become a farmer. That is not true. So we have to be extremely careful. The other limitation is the design aspect of a game actually. It's extremely important to see what problem we are trying to solve and accordingly design the game. We can't have an objective of having socialization, networking and collaboration in the organization and at the same time go and give a game of brain vita to people and say like, now play this game. Both are very different actually. So, or if it is about we are trying to see how we can bring in logical thinking, I would rather prefer a Sudoku game than an Angry Birds game. So this kind of designing and taking decisions on what exactly I'm going to design, what is the problem I'm trying to solve is extremely important. Human behavior is a complex science. So there is no way we can put an algorithm or a formula to human behavior. If we do 100 things, there will be a 101st behavior that is coming in. So we should always look at gamification as certain indicators and not things which are going to give me a clear decision-making application or something like that. It can't be like, okay, my report of gamification is saying this, therefore my decision is this. These are just indicators. If you play video games for long, then your sanity is questioned. Blue whale game, right? But if you gamify at your workplace, you bring in a lot of sanity. Think about it.